Sunwoo and Sunmi went on a date at a high-class restaurant. Sunmi used his foot to tease Sunwoo, but Sunwoo did not react at all. Sunmi looked at the couples next to her exchanging passionate kisses, and she also wanted to be close to Sunwoo, but he told her to go back to her seat. After dinner, Sunmi leaned towards Sunwoo. She helped him fasten his seatbelt. Sunwoo started the car and prepared to leave. The car stopped as soon as it left. Sunwoo was scared and quickly rushed out of the car. Sunmi chased after him, explaining that she just saw that the place was dirty, so she wanted to clean it for him. She didn't mean to touch it. Sunwoo was still scared by Sunmi's strong actions. She stood in front of the car door and said that she wanted to eat red bean porridge. There was no other way, so Sunwoo could only follow Sunmi to the red bean porridge shop. But Sunmi was just pretending. In fact, she was taking him to the hotel gate. Sunmi put on a pitiful expression and said that she had remembered the wrong place and suggested that they go in there to rest for a while. Sunmi repeatedly assured him that she was just lying on the bed to sleep and that she had no intention of doing anything to him. Of course, he didn't believe what she said, so he took her hand and left. Sunmi felt extremely annoyed by Sunwoo's stubbornness. She thought he was absolutely not a man, but she didn't know that Sunwoo was drinking water to control himself. The sweat on his face showed that he was also extremely upset, and the next day was the assistant chef Sojun's birthday. As a boss, Sunwoo took out his bank card and told Sojun to take his colleagues out to have fun. After work, Sojun invited Sunwoo to go with him. Sunwoo felt that Sunmi was still angry with him about last night. Originally, Sunwoo wanted to go with everyone, but he had no choice but to refuse. After that, Sunmi and the other colleagues ate meat and drank alcohol freely in the restaurant because after all, they weren't spending his money. Sunwoo was in his room when he received a notice of money being deducted from the bank. He guessed that they had already started eating. Sunmi should be back soon, but after they ate their fill, they went to karaoke. Not long after, Sunwoo received another notice from the bank that his money was deducted. He guessed that she was about to go home this time. Sunwoo was not feeling sorry for the money, but Sunmi was the only girl in the group, so he was a little worried that they would bully her. Sunwoo rolled around on the bed, unable to sleep. Then he looked at his watch again. Suddenly, there was a text message on his phone, but this time, it was a text message from the hotel that deducted money. Seeing this, he quickly called Bong-sun, but she didn't pick up. He quickly called Ji-won, who was with Bong-sun. Finally, Ji-won told Sunwoo that everyone was drunk. They were resting at the hotel. Sunwoo quickly asked where Bong-sun was. At this time, he learned that she had just taken a shower. After hanging up the phone, Sunwoo ran to the hotel. In the hotel room, a group of drunk people were lying on the bed. Sunwoo quietly came to Bong-sun's side, who was lying on the ground. Then he secretly carried her back to his house. That night, Sunmi escaped from Bong-sun's body. Sunmi originally wanted to use Bong-sun's body to combine with him so that she could resolve her resentment and reincarnate. But she discovered that she actually liked the man lying in front of her. But she knew that ghosts and humans could not be together. Sunmi entered Bong-sun's body and tasted the sweetness of love. Because of love, Sunwoo, who originally did not like to walk, volunteered to walk with Sunmi all day. Because of love, Sunwoo went to the children's playground and played with Sunmi all night. She only fell slightly and he gently rubbed her feet. This feeling of being loved was something that Sunmi had never experienced before while she was alive. Suddenly she looked at him and said she liked him very much. Recently she had done many things that she had never done before, such as talking to the person she liked in the park, riding a bike with the person she liked in the park. Sunwoo looked at the simple woman in front of him, his eyes filled with love. He suddenly walked behind her and suggested that they go on a trip together. He wanted them to go on a trip for 2 days and 1 night. That was exactly what she had wanted. But at this moment, Sunmi was not happy at all, because once she combined with Sunwoo, she would reincarnate immediately. Sunmi left Bong-sun's body and then went to find the female shaman. Sunmi told the female shaman that she liked Sunwoo. Sunmi said that she really liked Sunwoo. He talked to her and looked into her eyes. He held her hand, all of which were things she had never felt when she was alive. It was so warm that it comforted her heart. Sunmi knew that she was not Bong-sun. Sunmi was just borrowing Bong-sun's body. But Sunmi was really sad when she heard those words. The female shaman was really shocked. The shaman warned Sunmi that she must not do that again. When a ghost falls in love with a human, there will be longing between the two worlds. The female shaman advised Sunmi to make her decision that she needed to quickly combine with Sunwoo and then reincarnate. The female shaman hugged Sunmi heartbrokenly. She had no other choice. Sunmi was also determined to do this. However, just as the two were about to leave, Sunwoo suddenly received a phone call. His mother was drunk and had no one to take care of her. Sunwoo had no choice but to go to his mother's place. Sunwoo told Sunmi to go to the station first and wait for him. After finishing his work, he would go to the station to find her. Sunmi was sitting on the chair and sighing. Memories came back to her mind. When she was locked in the cold storage, Sunwoo was afraid that she would get hurt, so he carried her on his back. The second time, Sunwoo actually took the initiative to kiss her. From the time Sunwoo held her hand until he confessed his love to her, Sunmi really couldn't bear to leave. At this time, Sunwoo had gone to his mother's place, but he didn't look like she was drunk at all. A few seconds later, Sunwoo saw Sohyung hurriedly walking out. Sunwoo immediately understood her mother's intentions. Seeing that Sohyung had arrived, Sunwoo's mother made an excuse that she had something urgent to do to leave. She didn't forget to give Sohyung a discount coupon for a couple's stay at a hotel. Sunwoo felt like he had been trapped that, but it would be a bit impolite for him to leave just like that. But the next minute, he was very decisive. Sunwoo told Sohung that the person he liked was Bong-sun, even though she had guessed it early. Sohung was still a bit disappointed. When Sunwoo ran to the station, it was too late. Bong-sun's figure was everywhere. At the same time, Sunmi was sitting in the park where she and Sunwoo had gone before. It turned out that she had not gone to the station. When Sunmi returned to her place, she happened to meet Sunwoo returning from the station. Sunmi was about to apologize to Sunwoo for leaving. Sunwoo apologized first for being late. Sunmi did not explain, but she felt a little happy. However, Sunwoo wanted to make it up to Sunmi, so he specially set up a tourist tent on the roof and created a tourist scene right at home. Sunwoo told Bong-sun that he had just met So-hyung. It was his mother who told him to go on a trip with her. Then Sunwoo told So-hyung that he liked someone else. Sunwoo meant that Bong-sun had to be responsible for him. If she dared to leave him, he would not forgive her. For a somewhat arrogant man like Sunwoo to say these words, it could be seen that he really liked this girl too much. After a while, all the sweet words were useless. Now Sunwoo just wanted to use actions to prove it. Inside the tent, Sunwoo and Sunmi were preparing to go further when she suddenly pushed him away and ran away. He seemed embarrassed because she rejected him. The situation had changed. The next day, Sunmi's room had a leak, so the house was full of water. The bed and everything was wet. Sunmi had no choice but to live in Sunwoo's house. The two of them, one lying on the floor and the other on the bed. They were watching TV together, but the TV was showing a scene of actors kissing. The two of them were a bit uncomfortable. Sunmi quickly said that she was sleepy and wanted to go to sleep. Unexpectedly, her words made him misunderstand. He quickly went to the bathroom to clean up and then slowly climbed onto the bed next to her. However, a second later, he was kicked hard onto the bed by her. She quickly explained that it was dark, so she didn't know it was him. He was driven crazy by her. Before, when she saw him, she just wanted to rush over and possess him. Now he had been rejected by her twice in a row. The next day, Sunwoo was like a heartbroken person, so he didn't pay attention when cooking. Then he threw the vegetables into the trash without knowing. Sunwoo also accidentally touched the hot pan on Ji-woong's back. Sunmi saw this scene and followed Ji-woong to the warehouse. Sunmi discovered that Ji-woong's back was injured. Then she brought him ointment to help him apply it. At this time, Sunwoo was at the warehouse door. It seemed like he heard some unpleasant noise coming from the warehouse, so he rushed inside. Sunwoo was startled when he saw Ji-woong and Sunmi. Their unusual behavior made him even more suspicious. After Ji-woong left, Sunwoo asked Sunmi what she was doing. Because Ji-woong didn't want Sunwoo to know that he was injured, Sunmi decided to stay silent and not explain further to Sunwoo. Sunmi's behavior made Sunwoo think that she was trying to hide it. This jealous man started following Sunmi everywhere. The vegetables were washed very clean, but Sunwoo thought there was sand in them. Sunmi was in charge of washing the vegetables, so she was scolded by Sunwoo. The menu was clearly set, but Sunwoo suddenly changed to another dish. Then Sunwoo even pointed out that Sunmi was the one who went to buy them. Sunmi was not satisfied. She thought that this man seemed to have gone crazy. When she went to buy vegetables, she passed by her father's small restaurant, but she accidentally learned the reason for her death from her father's words. It turned out that she had ended her own life. Although Sunmi remembered her memories when she was alive, she couldn't remember the reason why she died. She only remembered a little bit of herself being submerged in water. While her father went out to buy water, she sneaked into her own room. She found some plane tickets in her notebook and notes from before. In a few seconds, she remembered that a week before her father's birthday, she wanted to give her father a trip as a birthday present, but because she felt sorry for the money, her father didn't agree. So she secretly booked a plane ticket to surprise her father. Because it was her father's birthday, she prepared everything herself. So how could she do something so foolish? She suspected that there was something hidden about her own death. So Sunmi took the notebook and went to find Sung-jae. Sunmi used the excuse that Bong-sun had met her in a cooking class when Sunmi was alive. By chance, Bong-sun discovered this notebook at Sunmi's house. Bong-sun also told Sung-jae all her doubts. But when Sunmi analyzed the cause of her death, Sung-jae was staring at her. Sung-jae told her to leave the notebook and he would investigate again. At this time, Sunwoo accidentally overheard the conversation of his subordinates and learned that Ji-woong was injured because of him. Sunwoo went to see Ji-woong and apologized to him. Ji-woong also explained what happened in the warehouse to Sunwoo, and he said that he was the one who told Sunmi not to tell Sunwoo about this. Only then did Sunwoo realize that he had misunderstood her. After she went to buy vegetables, Sunwoo also came to greet her, but she ignored him. Sunwoo thought that maybe she was angry about that matter, but in fact her mind was full of doubts about her own death. The next second, Sunmi left Bong-sun's body and told Bong-sun that she would find out everything herself. She would return at night. Sunmi went to the female shaman and told her about her death. Sunmi asked her if the souls of those who ended their lives could reincarnate. The female shaman told Sunmi that those who ended their lives rarely reincarnated. It was almost impossible. The female shaman's words made Sunmi even more suspicious about her death. To make up for his mistake, Sunwoo bought a large bouquet of roses for Bong-sun. There was also a very beautiful necklace. At this time, Sunmi was returning from the female shaman's place. Sunmi had just walked up the stairs when she saw Sunwoo expressing his feelings to Bong-sun. Just as the two were about to kiss, Sunmi's expression changed. In an instant, a black mist came out of her body. The next second, Sunmi pushed Bong-sun down. As soon as Bong-sun was pushed down, she looked at Sunmi in surprise. Sunmi suddenly woke up and wondered what she had just done. Sunmi went to Bongsun's room not long after. Seeing Bongsun sleeping, Sunmi remembered what the female shaman told her, that once a ghost has feelings for humans, selfish desires and greed will arise. At that time, it will become evil. Sunmi's unconscious behavior today is a sign that she is turning into evil. Sunmi possessed Bongsun again and then wrote a farewell letter in tears. Sunmi then went to Sunwoo's room and quietly looked at the man she loved. Bongsun woke up and saw the letter on the pillow. Bongsun read the letter and learned the reason why Sunmi left. Sunmi was just as stupid as Bongsun. This time Bongsun could only rely on her weak strength to find Sunwoo. Sunmi went to the female shaman. Sunmi asked the shaman to use a special method to help her reincarnate. But this special ritual will cause Sunmi to suffer great pain. Before performing that special ritual, Sunmi went to her father's small restaurant. She planned to see her father one last time. Although she didn't want to at all, Sunmi was just a ghost, so she had no other choice. After Sunmi left her father's small restaurant, she passed by a shopping mall. Sunmi happened to see Sunwoo on TV. Sunmi decided to say goodbye to Sunwoo one last time, but when Sunmi was almost at the restaurant, she saw Bongsun walking nearby. Just a second later, a car suddenly appeared. Sunmi hurriedly followed. What Sunmi didn't expect was that the man driving the car about to hit Bongsun was Sung Jae, the man she had secretly loved before she died. Sunmi once again went to find the female shaman and told what she had seen. But what Sunmi didn't understand was that Sung Jae wanted to kill Bongsun. Sunmi felt like Sung Jae had become a different person. The female shaman asked Sunmi if something had happened between her and Sung Jae when she entered Bongsun's body. Sunmi suddenly remembered that when she entered Bongsun's body, she had gone to find Sung Jae to talk because she was suspicious that she had done something stupid. Sunmi asked Sung Jae to investigate the cause of her death. Now Sung Jae wanted to kill Bongsun to hide something. That meant Sung Jae was involved in Sunmi's death. The female shaman remembered that she had seen a photo of Sung Jae. The current Sung Jae was completely different from the Sung Jae she knew. Now Sung Jae was emitting an extremely strong aura. With the current situation, Sung Jae was definitely possessed by the spirit of an evil spirit. The female shaman warned Sunmi that if Sung Jae was really possessed by a ghost, he would definitely see Sunmi's spirit as well. Sung Jae was thinking about what happened last night. When he was about to hit Bongsun with his car, she was saved from the accident by a female ghost. He also knew that the ghost was Sunmi, who had been dead for almost 3 years. Sung Jae remembered Bongsun's recent erratic personality. Sunmi's father's shoes were also tied in a special way. When Sung Jae was in the bathroom of Sunwoo's restaurant, he accidentally heard Bongsun singing the song that Sunmi liked. Sung Jae finally confirmed that Sunmi was possessing Bongsun's body at this time. At the same time, Sunwoo took Bongsun to Namsan to play because she had said that she had never been to Namsan and that she had never been on a train before. Sunwoo planned to take her there tomorrow. Bongsun understood that these wishes were said by Sunmi. Bongsun did not know if Sunwoo loved her or loved Sunmi. Bongsun decided to confess to Sunwoo. Bongsun decided to tell him the truth that she could see ghosts, and she told him that Sunmi possessed her. But when Sunwoo heard those words, he did not believe it. He even took her to the hospital for a checkup. Bongsun kept explaining that she was not sick and that everything she said was true. Sunwoo still did not believe that Bongsun was possessed. If he had not seen it with his own eyes, he would not have believed it. Bongsun looked at Sunmi next to him and said that she had told Sunwoo everything. Sunwoo saw Bongsun talking to the air and immediately stood up in panic. Sunwoo still thought Bongsun was lying to him, but just a second later, the chair next to him suddenly moved. Immediately after that, Sunwoo also felt like a cold hand touched his cheek. Sunmi's ghost gently stroked Sunwoo's cheek. Sunwoo couldn't see it, but he could still feel someone's presence. Only then did Sunwoo realize that most of the time he was close to Bongsun. Sunmi was possessing her. Sunwoo was in an unstable mood. He didn't know what kind of person he liked. Was Bongsun possessed by a ghost, or was she shy and innocent? Sunwoo was extremely confused, so he could only tell Bongsun that he needed time to think about it. Bongsun thought that Sunwoo's avoidance was rejecting her, so she packed her things and chose to leave quietly. When Bongsun woke up, she found herself at Sunmi's father's house. It turned out that while Sunmi's father was doing morning exercises, he found Bongsun passed out in the park. Sunmi finally found Bongsun. Sunmi told Bongsun the truth about the car accident that almost happened that night and told Bongsun to stay in her house to avoid being discovered by Sung Jae. Sunmi then went to the police station and secretly possessed a weak female police officer. Sunmi was determined to get her notebook back, so while the other police officers were out for dinner, she took out a screwdriver to break the safe where Sung Jae hid the notebook. Unexpectedly, her actions were discovered by him. Actually, Jingu had long suspected Sung Jae. This police officer was also secretly investigating him. He had now found evidence that Sung Jae was involved in the accident. Once the test results were out, everything would be clear. Sunwoo looked at Bongsun's empty room and finally understood his own feelings. Whether it was the naughty and strong Bongsun possessed by Sunmi or the shy and gentle Bongsun, the only person he loved was Bongsun. Sunwoo realized that he had thought too much and made things complicated for himself. At this time, Sung Jae discovered that the cabinet had traces of being opened, so he knew he was being suspected. Sunmi once again entered the body of a female police officer. When she was searching in Sung Jae's cabinet, she was discovered by him. She made an excuse that she wanted to go to the bathroom and ran out. out. Jin-gu called the Investigation Institute. When Jin-gu asked about the results of the research, Sung-jae heard it. At this time, an evil smile appeared on Sung-jae's face. Then his face gradually darkened. Sun-woo suddenly received a call from police officer Jin-gu. Jin-gu wanted to meet Sun-woo to talk. Jin-gu had a clue related to the person who harmed Sun-woo's sister. Jin-gu also reminded Sun-woo not to let Sung-jae know about the meeting. At this time, police officer Jin-gu was holding a document from the Investigation Institute. Jin-gu could not imagine that the person who paralyzed Sun-woo's sister and ran away was Sung-jae. Sung-jae was Sun-woo's brother-in-law. Jin-gu decided to let Sun-woo know the truth. However, while Jin-gu was waiting at the red light, Sung-jae opened the door next to him and got into the car. Sun-woo waited for a long time at the appointed place, but he did not see Jin-gu arrive. No one answered Jin-gu's phone. Sun-woo did not know that Sung-jae had intentionally caused an accident, and the person who died in this accident was none other than Jin-gu. The police investigated Jin-gu's sudden death and concluded that the cause was due to the car's brake failure. But Sun-mi guessed the real cause of Jin-gu's death, and she told Bong-sun her suspicions. The two decided to tell Sun-woo the truth about Sung-jae's crime. Sung-jae was not only involved in the car accident that paralyzed Ji-hee, but he could also be the murderer who killed Jin-gu. Sun-woo suddenly remembered what Jin-gu said on the phone, that he had evidence of Ji-hee's identity. Jin-gu also reminded Sun-woo not to let Sung-jae know about their meeting. If that was the case, then Sung-jae really had a problem. Bong-sun continued that Sun-mi's death was most likely also related to Sung-jae. Sun-woo then wondered why Sung-jae would do such things. Sun-mi told Bong-sun that there might be clues in her notebook, but Sung-jae had already taken the notebook. Sun-mi hoped that Sun-woo could get the notebook back. Sun-woo was feeling very confused. He remembered Ji-hee, his beloved sister who was paralyzed in an accident. Ji-hee was originally a dancer, so being paralyzed made her desperate. She even wanted to jump off the building. But at that time, Sung-jae appeared in time and rescued her. Thanks to Sung-jae's warmth, Ji-hee was able to escape the trauma of being paralyzed. Number sequence 2368 was most likely left by Sun-mi before she died. Sun-mi went to the police station again to enter the body of the weak policewoman. Sun-mi searched the police system for the number sequence 2368. It turned out to be Sung-jae's license plate number, so Sun-mi hurried out. But as soon as Sun-mi turned off the engine, Sung-jae came from behind. Sun-mi wanted to run away, but Sung-jae grabbed her by the neck. He looked straight into her eyes and asked if it was her. Because the policewoman's body was suffocating, Sun-mi's soul was quickly pushed out. Sun-mi looked at the man in front of her and finally remembered the cause of her death. One night 2 years ago, when Sun-mi was preparing dinner, she intended to bring food to Sung-jae, the man she had a crush on. But by chance, she saw a car accident. Sun-mi hurriedly picked up the phone and called the police hotline for help. Then she quickly wrote down the license plate number of the person who caused the accident and ran away. Then Sun-mi also quickly called Sung-jae. When Sung-jae arrived, Sun-mi told him the license plate number of the car that caused the accident. However, she accidentally saw something outside the window. Sung-jae's car was parked in front of the main door and was the vehicle that caused the accident. Sun-mi immediately understood everything. She looked at him in fear and tried to run away, but it was too late. To cover up his crimes, he forced Sun-mi to end her own life. He then threw her body into the lake to create a fake scene that she had done something stupid. Sun-mi finally remembered everything. Sung-jae reached out to grab Sun-mi. While running away, Sun-mi jumped on the bus, which helped her escape Sung-jae's pursuit. Sun-mi finally understood the reason why she couldn't reincarnate. At this time, Sung-jae couldn't find Sun-mi, so he went to capture Bong-sun. Bong-sun's sudden disappearance made Sun-woo extremely worried. Sun-woo hurriedly went to find the female shaman and told her that Bong-sun had gone missing. The female shaman saw Bong-sun in a place with many children through her yin and yang eyes, so the two began to investigate. Sun-woo went to the police station and told the police the clues he knew. At this time, Sun-mi went to her ghost friends. Sun-mi began to reconnect them and focused on finding some locations. Sometime later, a female ghost accidentally came to a strange place. Here she met a man with a very strong yang energy. The strange thing was that the cold aura emanating from the man made the female ghost immediately afraid. The female ghost found Sun-mi and she immediately told this story. She did not find the girl named Bong-sun, but she met a man who could see her. Sun-mi immediately thought of Sung-jae. After the news was announced, everyone went to the address the female ghost mentioned. Sung-jae realized that his base had been exposed, so he drove Bong-sun away. Sun-woo discovered Sung-jae's car, so he hurriedly drove after him. The female shaman and Sun-mi also chased closely behind. Sung-jae was only concerned about how he could escape the pursuit of Sun-woo and the others, but he did not notice that Bong-sun, who was tied up, was starting to move. She secretly held the screwdriver behind her and stabbed him in the thigh with all her might. Sung-jae stopped the car because of the pain. Bong-sun took the opportunity to open the car door and ran out. Sun-woo chased after him and saw this scene. Sun-woo quickly stopped the car and hugged Bong-sun tightly. Sun-mi and the female shaman who drove Sun-woo continued to chase Sung-jae. The female shaman's amazing driving skills almost scared Sun-mi's ghost. On the top floor of an abandoned building, they found Sung-jae. The female shaman took out a handful of black rice and threw it at him. The next second, a demon came out of Sung-jae's body. The female shaman quickly took out her stick to fight the evil spirit. After the evil spirit left Sung-jae's body, he finally regained his composure. The image of happiness with his wife Ji-hee appeared in Sung-jae's mind. There is also the image of Soon-mi, bringing food to the police station for Sung-jae. His shoelaces were untied, and she tied them in a very special way. All those beautiful memories disappeared since Sung-jae was possessed by the devil. The devil could not resist the female shaman, so it returned to possess Sung-jae. In order to not be controlled by the devil anymore, Sung-jae stabbed the screwdriver into his body. The terrible pain allowed him to temporarily control the devil's soul. Sung-jae looked at Soon-mi's soul with extremely ashamed eyes. He did not say another word, but breathed a sigh of relief and left. After the devil left, Soon-mi's resentment also disappeared. Soon-mi looked for Bong-sun and said her final goodbye, but Bong-sun pulled Soon-mi back. Bong-sun let Soon-mi possess her to meet Sun-woo to say her final goodbye. Soon-mi sent her best wishes to them, then she entered the portal of reincarnation light. Bong-sun and Sun-woo live a happy life together. The movie ends here. Thank you for your attention and watching. See you again in the next movie.